Ever since I was young, I'd go to HSN and I'd sit on the model. There would be the set for my mom, and then behind the set is where the models go. And I would lay there and I would bring my blanket and I'd bring my notes, and I would write notes about if the models were smiling, if they'd stopped spinning, if the camera caught them off guard, or if she said something wrong or she talked too fast. So I think it started around when I was like 9 months old and went to England. And that's where like my little brain, like consciousness, like clicked that I wanted to do something more than my life than a 9-to-5 job.
Well, so put that in context. She actually was about 9 months old, about a year and a half when I brought her to QVC in London, because you could take a baby for free up to the age of 2, and I thought, I don't want to leave my daughter alone. And so she grew up on the set. When she was about 6 years old, what she's talking about, she'd sit in the back with notes. And it was not a joke. She would spot on tell me, the models are not doing this, Forbes, you're not, mommy, you're not speaking too fast. And I would go, wow, that's kind of interesting. And I didn't realize, I just wanted to be with her as a, because I worked so much. I didn't realize what was seeping into her brain. Here's an interesting thing that seeped in. She is so aware of the internet and what's going on. You came to me last year and said, Mom, there's this thing called Bitcoin. It's $100 you should invest. She's 14 years old, I'm not giving you $100. And Mom, next day it's like $200. And like, how long did you do that for?
I think I told her to invest in Bitcoin for 2 years.
Yeah, somewhere you could get it. I could be
I've gone into investment, I think it was like $5 a piece.
And we just didn't, because I didn't give her the money, because she's a kid, because you don't think that a kid can do that. Now that Bitcoin hit $19,000, I'm like, I could have had it for like $1. Okay, and then
but I can personally do it though. Now I can personally.
Because now she's old enough. But then you said to me, what was the next coin that you said to me, and you did?
Oh, Ethereum.
Yeah.
Ethereum.
You came to me when it was like less than $1. It's now $999. My advice is listen to Makenna. So you did something crazy. She said to me, Mom, I want a boat. And I don't think, and I know you've got a 4-year-old. I don't know how old your kids are at home, but I'll tell you what, start listening to them, because they're much more key than you'd realize. She said, I want a boat. And what did I say to you?
No.
Yeah. Well, because you don't want to give your kids everything. I said, figure out how to get it. And she said, well, I did. What'd you figure out?
I'm raising money for a nonprofit to get a boat to take kids out that are less fortunate, in wheelchairs, poverty, or older people that just can't afford to go out anymore.
So,
and now I'm looking for a boat.
So let's give this to you. If you go to www.Makenna, Riley's with an S, R-I-L-E-Y-S, boat.com, towards a $10,000 goal, you have, what, $8,600?
No, I have 10 grand. I have 10 grand. It's not on the site yet, but I've got 10 grand.
Well, but you can still contribute is the point. Well, because when you talked about that, she did a video, okay, on her own. She said, Mom, look at this site, and there's this video. I'm like, I know I do video. I'm like, how did you get to be so good? And she said, well, what do you think I've been watching all life? But you did it. What was in the video?
It was just clear. I was real. I tried to be genuine as possible instead of acting as if I was on a camera talking to someone else.
See, that's an incredible tip right there. I mean, we teach that all the time. Is just talk to people like they're your best friend. So I want to close with this. I want you to tell me what you have learned from your daughter. What has she taught you?
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Okay, so for me, what I learned from my daughter, I learned that I learned that I could love somebody more than I ever imagined. You know, there was this thing when I was little, they'd say, oh, would you jump in front of a bullet for your kid? And I didn't have kids at the time. Not only would I jump in front of a bullet, I would do anything to make this girl's life happier and better. But I've also learned that the secret to good kids is you don't give them everything you want. They want. You make them learn and earn.
At least you give us something.
Well, you've got all kinds of stuff. But what else have I learned? I've learned technical things. Do you know what a ClickFunnels is? Do you know how to market your website? Do you know how to make money on the internet?
Russell Brunson and stuff.
You do. And the other thing I need to know is to shut up and listen to somebody who's younger. She wants to write a book called Every Company Needs a Kid.
No, I am writing a book.
The other thing that she does, which is great, is she taught me that I need to work harder, and I need to be more present, and I need to be more loving and more available, because sometimes it's just hard being a mom when you're trying to do so much. What did you learn from her? But what did you learn from
Yeah,
her?
and that's what I was going to ask. What have you learned from
Oh, God. I mean, everything I know. And a combination like my father and my friends, but I mean, I skipped 10 weeks of school last year and learned more in those 10 weeks than I would have ever learned in school that year.
What did you do?
I learned how to internet market, like actually do like properly. And I mean, I have amazing test scores. I've got like 113% for test scores, but I've got really bad homework grades. But I find that, I guess I'm intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs school?
Oh, actually, I have a question before we go, because this is an interesting platform, and you have a platform right now. What do you think about school? Like, you're in high school now, in college.
The money you save for college could go to seminars and something like 10x.
Woo!
You can actually learn more than you would in college. The problem with that is seminars don't give you a certificate
Yeah.
of completion.
Do people need to go to college? Now, you're only 15, and I'm gonna
You need to go to college for connections, but that's the only reason you need to go to college.
Okay, I'm gonna adopt her.
How about high school? How do we make high school better and more effective?
High school is just about completion. I think it's really, my high school experience is how to deal with people, how to learn from people,
Well-
how to go through things I don't want to do, but it's definitely what they all say is time management. It definitely taught me how to manage my time properly because my teachers don't care if I get my work done. They care about their paycheck at the end of the year, and that's what works for them. But my parents care about my grades. My teacher doesn't care what my grades are. So it's really about stepping into yourself and really deciding who you want to be. Because I have tons of friends that skip and that do drugs and do parties and all that stuff. And it's just, what are you doing with your life?
What would you recommend to a kid who wants to be a little bit more like you?
Search it. Just start doing it. Like, take a leap. Like, take the money. I mean, I guess start saving money and then go to something that'll teach you.
Wait. Okay, sorry, I gotta hang on for a second. Last month, you made almost $12,000. How did you do it with prank calls? What did you do?
Oh, on Facebook, Facebook Lives, they're the best platform to sell things because they reach more people than your regular posts do. And we were in the car and we were talking about how my mom has a really bad problem talking. Like, she'll go on for hours about talking about who she is, what she wants to do. And people want to hear it. Like, it's actually, it teaches you something. And like, what if we just sold you talking? Like, might as well get some money out of it because you just sit there and talk.
Oh, so let's preface this. We're in the car, I'm driving, and I offhandedly said, well, I'll give you 50% of whatever you sell. So while my Facebook Live is playing, Makenna starts in and says what?
I was like, what did I say? I said something like, you get 24 hours for Forbes for $8,000 and then 1 hour for $1,000. Like, the $8,000 is like so much better.
Well, before
You'll have 24 hours of Forbes Rally. I've been with her for 15 years and I listen to not even half the things she says, and I still do massively incredible than most people in
Okay,
this country.
but so when you started out selling a rant, she said, my mom's gonna rant. You get to talk to her on the phone for an hour, it's $1,000. 4 people said, I want in. So we made $4,000.
I made $4,000 before the ClickFunnels was made. I made a funnel, and then that night I sold them, and then I swear 2 days later, like once the Facebook like caught attention and started trending or whatever.
One woman paid $8,000 for this,
One
by the
woman,
way.
yeah, she paid $8,000, and I was like, all right, I'm done, and I took it down because it's a lot of work. Trying to keep up with
And I had to
everything.
write her a check bigger than I wrote half the people who work for me professionally.
That was fun.
Well, amazing. So another daughter.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I know your son's not here. Just your final closing words to anybody out there who are not believing in themselves, who don't have the support system. Because you two get to travel around the world. You get to learn from each other. What do you want to say to that person, whether it's a kid, whether it's an adult who's trying to find their passion? What do you want to say to them?
You only get to quit once when you die.
Ugh.
Wow! Drop the mic.
Yeah, I know.
I love you. Wow. No, that's it. I did nothing to say. Listen to Makenna. I mean, do you want the next Oprah? Maybe she's it. You know, maybe our first female president doesn't come for a while, but I'm voting for her.
I'm good.
I love you.
Thank you guys so much for this.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Group hug.
Group hug.
Thank you,
And
again.
we're all
You need help, don't you? She's shaking.
Oh.
She's shaking.